What's up, guys? One among the fence here, and it's raining, as you can very well see. It hasn't rained in like a long time, but yeah. Okay, so last week was like freaking. It was in the 60s and 70s, and all of a sudden, it just dropped down like 10 degrees. Like it was like in the 60s yesterday, 60s and 70s, and now the high is like 52 or something today. So it just jumped all the way to freaking 50. So okay then. Anyway, cardio today was so, oh my gosh, I've never ever in my life, like, I'm not kidding when I say this, I literally have never worked myself that hard. I mean, I've never worked to the point where I actually puked while I was, you know, exercising, but I was so close, on the verge of freaking puking while I was exercising. It was so hard. Miss Fritz made us like, oh my gosh, it was so hard. I'm gonna explain it right now, but it's gonna sound easy, but it was not easy. It sucked so much. Okay, so first we had to do 30 pull-ups, you know, for the bars or whatever, and we had these bands where we'd put them on our feet, and it would like, you know, and it would like, you know, kind of like the resistance of the bands, I guess. And it would be to make it a little easier, but I had the red band, and that's like the least resistant. It's pretty much like, I don't even know. I mean, it's just like a stretchy string pretty much, you know, like you pull on it, it's not even that hard. So I had one of those, and I had to do 30 pull-ups, and you know how pull-ups are, you get to like the 10th one, you start to struggle. So, and I had to do like 20 more, and I was like, oh shoot, dude. So I literally when I got to the 20 mark, like when I did 20 pull-ups, I got to the point where I literally could not, like I was not able to pull myself up. I couldn't, and I was starting to lose like blood in my arms, and like, not lose blood, but like my arms were starting to fall asleep because I guess the circulation was getting cut off in my hands or whatever. Oh my gosh, it is so. Look at this. Okay, look at the freaking windshield. Freaking crazy rain, dude. It's crazy rain. Anyway, and then after that, we had to run 6 laps around the top of the gym, and a full mile is 12 laps. So basically, we ran a half mile, and that was the easiest part. It's just the running. It's not even that bad. That was the easiest part. But then we had to do these obstacle courses, basically boot camp, dude. Okay, so they had like cones set up, and there were like jump ropes in the cones, so it was like you had to crawl under the jump ropes, you know. We had to do that. That looked easy. That looked really easy. No, it was not. It was not easy at all. I was like, okay, this is not gonna be too bad. And keep in mind, at this point, I was still like really tired, and it was just really bad. But anyway, so I tried to crawl under there, and I guess the gym floor wasn't smooth. You know, it wasn't smooth enough, and so every time I tried to crawl, my skin would get stuck to the floor, you know, because it's like has a ton of friction, because it's like a rubbery material floor thing, and it sticks to your clothes, you know, and you're trying to crawl and you just can't do it, and you're like, it's just rubbing against your skin, like giving you rug burns. Oh my gosh. That was bad, but it wasn't the worst though. But then we had to have these weights. There were these 25-pound weights on the ground, and there was a jersey under them, so it'd be easier to slide across the floor. We had to take the weight, and we had to push it across half court. Like we had to push it across half court 4 times. So it's like hold on, let me turn real quick so I can show you. So it's like hang on. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to do 4 of those. That seems easy, right? Well, if the jersey would start folding up or whatever, and like start bunching up, the weight would touch the ground. You know how the friction of the ground, you know. So the weight would like stop, you know, and you had to keep on fixing the jersey. And I had to get a different one because I had one that just kept on, like, I pushed it like 6 inches, and the jersey would just bunch up into a ball every single time. So I literally had to go back and switch the weight, you know, because I couldn't push it. And we were being timed through all this too, and Miss Fritz was gonna have a top 5 out of the whole class. So I was working hard. I wanted to be on that top 5. I wanted to be one of the best in the class, you know. I I seriously wanted that top 5. And then after the weight thing, we did the medicine balls. We had to wall sit and then like do like torso twists. We had to do 50 of those. And at this point, this is the point where I felt like I was gonna throw up, you know, because those weight things, pushing those weights, killed my legs. Like my thighs sucked so much. Like I've never felt so much pain in my thighs ever. Like so much, you know, like so much intensity in my thighs. I've never felt that ever. And I literally couldn't, like I was so close to not being able to walk. Like it was so close. Dude, what is this car doing? You gonna go? Are you gonna move or just be stupid and just sit there? If you're gonna be stupid, I'm just gonna freaking go ahead. Okay, yeah, now you see I'm there. Yeah, you're just gonna. Was he seriously just sitting there? He was seriously just sitting there, and I'm waiting for him. Like, what the crap? Some people, stupid idiots. Anyway, so after the torso twist, we went to this other station. It was kind of like the same setup as when you had to do the army crawls, but instead we had to jump over them 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and then we had to crawl under them. We had to crawl under the rope, and it was just like one line, you know. Okay, so there were different columns, but like each column had like two jump ropes in each column. So, and we had to jump over them. Well, we were only at one set of like one. We were at one jump rope. We didn't have to jump like across, like keep jumping, you know, keep going around. It was just like that one part. We just had to keep jumping back and forth and then crawl under it. We had to do that 20 times. So basically 60 jumps and 20, you know, 20 of the crawling under the jump ropes. So that was obviously a lot worse than the army crawls. Oh, you're gonna take my? Oh, he didn't take my spot. Sweet. I thought he took my spot. I was like, oh, you suck, man. I've taken this spot every single freaking time I came to pick up Deborah. You're not taking my spot. This time. Screw you. But yeah, dude, it sucked so much. Oh, by the way, before I forget to mention this, I forgot to mention it was Gabe's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, Gabe. You're 20 years old. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he's 20, dude. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's just weird to think he's in the 20s now. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird to think. Because I always imagined him as being like a teenager, like a 17-year-old, an 18-year-old. And now he's 20. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, back to the story. So, and then after that we had to do, oh, this is the best part of the story right here. And at this point I was just dying. I literally was, I couldn't think about anything except for what the heck I was doing right now and how tired I was. That's all I could think about was how tired I was. It was so bad. But anyway, after the jumping over the jump ropes and crawling under them, we had to go to the station where we had to toss a hula hoop and we had to make it go over one in one of the cones. There were cones set up, so basically it was just like horseshoes. You toss the hula hoop and make it go inside one of the cones, you know. Or like, you know, like go, you know what I mean. Anyway, I got that on my first try. Tristan Hugo, he was the first one there. And Miss Fritz was actually saying this station depends mostly on like your technique, not like your strength or anything. My technique for that kind of stuff is amazing, so I got it on my first try. And Tristan, I even beat Tristan. I beat Tristan's son because he took so long at the hula hoop tossing. He took so long at that, so I beat him. And he got there at like 10 minutes, at the 10-minute mark, and at that point I was doing the jumping over the rope thing. And so I got the hula hoop and the cone thing on my first try, and my time was 14 minutes flat, and I got 5th place. Heck yeah, dude! I got 5th out of the whole class. I got 5th. Freaking amazing! It was awesome. I was so happy I got 5th. I was like, yes, dude, that's right. I just showed you all. Anyway, so I gotta go pick up Deborah now. So hopefully you enjoyed this long, boring story. I actually think it's, dude, this is gonna be so boring to watch in the future. Oh my gosh. Like, actually, maybe. It'll be kind of interesting to kind of, you know, reflect on what's happened to me in the past, I guess. Things that I've forgotten, because I'm probably going to forget all about this, but anyway. See you later. Bye.